Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome back to technology. Today we are starting a new lesson entitled Making Connections with Links. And the objectives are, by the end of this lesson, which will be broken into two sessions for this week. Today we are going to start the first two objectives. We are going to work on the first two objectives. But by the end of this whole lesson, you will be able to understand what is an hyperlink, and you will build the anchor tag. You will recognize absolute and relative links, and you will build internal links and create lists of links. So this is the objective for this week. This week we are going to talk about making connection with links. And to get started, as I said, today we are going to have the two first objectives. And the first one is understanding hyperlinks. Actually, hyperlinks is not something new for you, internet user. It is something you use it almost every day when you're browsing the internet. And by definition, an hyperlink is a word, phrase, or image that you can click on to jump to a new document or a new section within the current document. And as I said, you are already familiar with the hyperlinks. So let me go ahead show you an example in hyperlinks with Class Dojo. Here we are. Each morning when you log into your Class Dojo account, you encounter many hyperlinks. Like here in this Class Dojo web page, we see that it's made of many hyperlinks. We have the text hyperlinks here, we have the image hyperlinks here. So all these, they are called hyperlinks because when you click on it, it will take us to another address. So today we are going to see how to create these hyperlinks in an HTML web page. And as an example, by the end of this lesson, you create something like this. You see this simple web page. It contains three hyperlinks: Wikipedia, Glassdojo, and Poppersl.com. So this is the objective of today's sessions. So to get started in creating hyperlinks, we are going to Notepad++. Actually, today I'm not going to code a lot. It's going to be a rather short video, since you know all the basics of HTML. In this HTML page, I have just created a simple page without any hyperlinks, but we are going to create hyperlinks with you. So let me show you the page that I have built. The page that I have built is called, let me look for the page that I have built so far. The page for this is it. Let me look for it. Yeah. No, this one. Yeah, this is it. You see, it's a simple web page. It doesn't have any hyperlinks, but I want to link Wikipedia websites here. I want to link Class Dojo website here, and I want to link Purple.com here. It means I want my user, when they log into my web page, to click at this text and take them to Wikipedia. This is what we are going to do. We are going to create an hyperlink. Now, for hyperlinks, we have tags. We are going to build the anchor tag. The tag that we use to create an hyperlink, they call it an anchor tag. So this is an example of an anchor tag. An anchor tag should have an attribute. Today, the new attribute that we are going to use is called href. Href stands for hypertext reference. We are going to type href, and inside the attribute we should include the URL, the uniform resource locator, like the address. It means when someone will click on our hyperlinks, it should take him to another address, and that address is what we call the URL of the new page or the destination page that we want our web page to take our user to. And here the anchor text is the text that we are going to use. Like here, our anchor text is going to be Wikipedia. We are going to use Wikipedia to link the Wikipedia web page. So this is what we are going to do. And as an example, we see here we have an example of anchor tag href example. It means when someone will click on example, it should take him to example.com. So let's go back to Notepad++, and here is the paragraph. This paragraph here, this is it. It's between the p tag, and remember, HTML is ignores white space. It means even if I press space many times here, the output will be the same. There will not be many spaces here, so you don't have to worry. This paragraph, I can put it this way, I can bring it here, but HTML will ignore the space, the white space. I can put many white space, but if I save it and I refresh the page, actually nothing will happen. HTML ignores the white space. So to make this code a bit appealing, I want you to set it this way. So don't worry about the setting of the way I type here, because HTML ignores white space. Okay, the goal is that I want Wikipedia to be linked to the Wikipedia page, website. And remember, I said the tag we use is the anchor tag, AA. So what we're going to do, we're going to wrap Wikipedia inside here, inside AA tag. I'm going here, I'm going to type the AA tag, the anchor tag actually. I want to wrap Wikipedia inside A. Let me pause it. There we go. Wikipedia is inside. But that's not it. There's something else we should add. We should add the attributes. Remember, look at here. A as an attribute, href, the hypertext reference. So we have to type hypertext reference equal the URL. In the URL, we're going to type the Wikipedia URL. So how do we do it? So I'm going to type a href equal quotation mark, and I'm going to type the Wikipedia address. I already have it here, somewhere here. So I'm just going to copy Wikipedia address, www.wikipedia.org, or you can just type it, but I'm just copying it, and I'm going to paste it here. Control V. I'm going to paste it. There we go. Control V, and I close with the quotation marks. So it means I have linked Wikipedia in here. So I'm going to save it and go back to my web page and try to refresh it. Do you see what happened? I have built a hyperlink here. So thus far, if I click in here, it will take me to Wikipedia web page. So let's try it. I'm going to click and see what would happen. I click, you see, it's refreshing, and it should take me to Wikipedia page. This is it. We have created an hypertext link. You see, it took me to Wikipedia. So I can go back, and this is it. Now, not only Wikipedia, we have Class Dojo. I want also to create an hyperlink here with Class Dojo, and another one with purple.com. I'm going to repeat the same thing I did with Wikipedia. I go to Class Dojo here. I'm going to add the anchor tag. First wrap it. with the anchor tag. This is it, and I'm going to put the href equal quotation mark, and I can type the ClassDojo website. It's www.classdojo.com. Quotation mark. This is it. Save it, and let me go and refresh my page. If I refresh it, you see that ClassDojo is now linked here. I've created an hyperlink here. If we click, let's try it. I'm going to click here and see, whoops, something went wrong. I don't know if I still have empty links, but let's go back and see what went wrong. So I'm going back to my codes and try to see what actually went wrong. So far, nothing went wrong. ClassDojo.com. Go back again and try to see where is. Try to click again. ClassDojo. Something went wrong again. Let's add the HTTP. I'm just going to copy this HTTP. HTTP semicolon /. Control S. Go back here. Refresh the page first off and click and see if it will take me. Okay, it took me to ClassDojo. So you see, I made a mistake while coding. I didn't put the HTTP /. That's why it's really, really important to always check your codes when you are programming to make sure that what you're doing is what you're supposed to do. Like here, I didn't put the HTTP with the 2 / and the website didn't pop out. Now we are going to repeat the same thing with the purple. Remember, I told you HTML ignores the white space. So let me just delete here. But the output doesn't matter. I want purple.com to be linked, so I'm going to add the anchor tag. I'm going to put / okay, and I'm going to put the href attributes. href equal quotation mark. This time around, I'm not going to forget HTTP. / and the purple.com is www. www.purple.com. Close with the quotation marks. Let me double check and I think that, yeah, it's Paul. Let me just copy this one. Paul Pros, yeah. This is the website that I want to link. Oh, Paul. This is it. Control C, save this. Let's go test it and see. We have to refresh my page. Yeah, there's a link here. Let's click and see. It's going to take me to purple.com. Like wait, things like it's working. Yes, this is it. So I have created 3 hyperlinks. And we have seen that it's quite easy to create hyperlinks. And by definition, we have seen that an hyperlink is a word, a phrase, or an image that you can click on to jump to a new document. It can not only a new document, it can also be a new section within the current document. Like in the example of Class Dojo website, we have many hyperlinks that doesn't necessarily take us to a new document. Let me go to Class Dojo. This is it. It's here. We have many hyperlinks. Like these hyperlinks, if I click on comment, it won't take me to a new website. Take me to a content within the page. So there are many types of hyperlinks, and it's very important for you, web developer, to understand what is an hyperlink. So as for today, this is what we were supposed to do. So I'll ask you to go back to work on this actually, and try to create a list of some of your favorite sites, and try to link 3 hyperlinks inside. Try to link 3 websites inside, so that when someone clicks on it, it should take him to another address. So this is it for today. Next time around, we are going to continue with the 3 last objectives. So far, we have considered what is an hyperlink, and we have built the anchor tag. So next time around, we are going to talk about recognizing absolutely native links, building internal links, and creating lists of links. Yeah, that's it. So this is it for today. I want you to go through it, try to exercise yourself. You can add as many hyperlinks as you want. So whenever you have any questions, don't fail to let me know. So as for today, we're going to stop by here. Bye. See you next.